Amazon offered me a loan of £121,000 and I accepted it without hesitation. And if you want to know what happened to my Amazon business since accepting that loan, watch this video. If you don't know who I am, my name is Thomas Parkinson and I've been an Amazon seller now for 4 years. Now, so far, just this year to date in the UK, we've already broken the £1 million mark. I've also been selling on Amazon USA as well. Now, recently I grabbed the opportunity to take advantage of Amazon's loan offer. And in this video, like all the other videos I do, I share about my Amazon journey and everything that I'm learning. And I hope that I can help you as well. Now, if that's something that you like, give me a big thumbs up. And hey, if you want to see more videos like this and be notified when other videos come out that are going to help you, hit the subscribe button down below. But hey, enough about me. What are we going to go through today? Number one, I'm going to go through what is an Amazon loan. Number two, I'll go through a quick recap of what my business was like before the Amazon loan. Number three, I'll share with you what are the results of what's happened since my Amazon loan. And then number four, finally, I'm going to go through how I use the Amazon loan to, should we say, change my business, maybe grow it as well. There's a little hint in there. So first things first, what is an Amazon loan? So the Amazon lending program is a program which enables sellers to grow their Amazon businesses by providing them with a business loan. Quite simply, Amazon will lend you money to help you grow your business. Now, for us being Amazon sellers, this is a program that allowed us to buy more stock. Obviously, we can resell on Amazon to make more revenue and obviously ultimately more profits. Now, if you want to know more about the Amazon loan and like when it all first started, I'll drop here a link to a video I created about Amazon loans, what they are, and your questions answered. Okay, so this leads me nicely on to number two. Let's give you a quick recap of how my business was before the loan. Before we took the Amazon loan offer, my business was probably doing a good 50 to 80,000 per month. We were spending around, let's call it 10 to 15,000 per week on stock, on purchases, deals every week. What I could say is I was very happy with my business. I had no problems with that at all. Now, you might be asking, am I crazy to risk my Amazon business by taking an Amazon loan since I'm already making good revenue and also good profits? No, I don't think so. But did I take the Amazon loan? Well, yes, of course, because obviously I'm making this video now. But the one thing which I will say is before I took that Amazon loan, I made sure I had a concrete strategy, a good plan, because £121,000 of cash, there's big debt and it has a big risk behind it. My Amazon business was profitable, I was making good money, and if you don't know, I also travel the world and I do this whole business model remotely. Right now I'm in Mexico City and I'm absolutely loving it here. It's beautiful weather. Now, the one thing which I will say is my business is profitable, it's making me the money, but I always thought there was more we could do. So the question I asked, should I stop there? Of course not. And that's why I was always looking at ways in which I could grow my Amazon business, take it to new heights, and the offer of a loan was a big opportunity for me to take my Amazon business to the next level. Now, you might be asking, what is a result of the Amazon loan? And let me jump into that in a second. Now, I talked about it earlier, getting an Amazon loan can be amazing, but scaling your operations with the Amazon loan can actually be really tricky. So if you are thinking about getting a loan, what I'd really recommend doing is looking at getting maybe a VA to find deals for you. Why? Because you can then take the loan and invest the money in the deals the VA finds. I've got 7 in my Amazon business and it really helps me manage my business effectively and take all this money and invest it into new stock. If you are interested in talking to one of my team about getting a VA on a free 30-minute consultation call, this is whereby we find, hire, train and support you for 12 weeks with a sourcing VA in your business. Have a look down below. I'll drop a link to the VA Academy, whereby you can book in a free 30-minute consultation call with one of my team and have all your questions answered. And you can see how much value they can bring. Okay, so this leads me nicely on to chapter number 3. What are the results? What's the outcome of, my God, taking a £121,000 loan? That's a big amount of cash. Before I show you the results of my Amazon loan and my Amazon business, let me first give you a quick walkthrough of my Amazon loan itself and also talk a little bit about, should we say, the restock limits and how that affects everything, including like paying loans, etc., etc. Number 1, the Amazon loan and the payment scheme. Here we are in Seller Central, and let's come up to growth, and then let's go to lending, Now, what you can see here is a history of the loans that I've had. So you can see right here, I've had a long time ago, 2018, 1,500, 5,500, 2018. And then we had the 1,200. And then, as I might let you know in a minute, we refinanced, we say. So we've got an active loan here. But I'm going to go back at this one, the 121,000. Let's jump on that and obviously just show you the details of that loan itself. So you can see here, quite simply, it says like it's been paid off because we've refinanced it since. We took it out, we originated in June, 121,000. The amount was, 10.99% interest rate. And, I think the total amount of interest we had to, or monthly payment was about 10,600. The interest on it wasn't really very much. I think the total interest was in it was about £10,000 over the course of the year. To get £121,000, we had to pay back about £10,000. So it wasn't huge. Certainly something we could manage as a business. That's a little bit about the Amazon loan there. Now, the next one which I'll jump onto is the restock limits. Now, the reason why I talk about this is because the day we got or like 3 days after the Amazon loan was offered to us, then restock limits came into play. Now, the challenge for us was like Amazon gave us all this cash to go buy more stock, and then they took our ability to ship it into Amazon away. Now, the challenge of paying back the loan was that if we couldn't actually use that money because we couldn't ship it into Amazon, how are we going to ever repay and how are we going to be profitable as a business? What did we used to do? Well, look, normally my team or the business before would hold about what's known as 12,000 units of stock in the warehouse, and that's what we had before the restock limits came in. And then when the restock limits came in, we were limited to only 6,000 units. Now, this was a super challenging time because we always held quite a large amount of stock, but not only that, we were still having so much stock in the actual warehouse, our prep center, and then we had about £20,000, and we had another £20,000 being shipped into the warehouse. So they're going to have £40,000 worth of stock. And we were full in Amazon, and Amazon weren't letting us ship anything else in. Absolute nightmare. Now, not only having so much stock in Amazon, 12,000 units, with Amazon only allowing us to hold 6,000, we worked out that it was going to take us about 3 months to get that stock shifted. So what did we do? We had to crash some prices to get that stock moving again. But what we also did was look at changing the strategy. Now, what I will say is beforehand, the strategy we ran before in the Amazon business was the typical classic vanilla, should we say, online arbitrage. We were doing 30% ROI, £3 profit. But what have we done since? We've now started going down to 20% ROI with the consideration of sales velocity, looking at the deals are going to be selling faster. And so long as we can do that, we're going to be happy and we'll sell. Now, to summarize, the goal of our new business model since, should we say, accepting the loan and the restock limits came in is now looking at 20% ROI items, but with a faster selling and more volume. We need to shift this stock quicker and not hold it in FBA's warehouses for as long as we used to do. Hence why we had like 12,000 units in stock when Amazon only allowed us 6 because we were holding it for far too long. Now, as a result, we have actually seen our business, everything's changed, and the restock limits have actually changed as well. What I'll quickly do now is I'll just jump into our restock limits and I'll show you that as well. So if I jump into inventory and I come over to, if I go inventory planning, you can kind of see a bit about my business. My days inventory is only 20, and that is something that you really want to be looking at. But the other one which I want to look at is restock inventory. If I come over to this, and what I will do is I'll blur out some of the products we're selling because I don't want to show you all the insights. But if you have a look down here, restock limits, what you can see right now is we are currently using 9,000 units. Remember, we had 12,000 before, but our limit previously was only 6,000, but right now we have a limit of 34,000, which is massively different. Why? Because we're now churning, we're now selling stock a lot quicker, whereas before we'd just hold it for too long. Now, as a result of this, we've managed to revamp our Amazon business and grow the revenue, but also as well, grow the revenue with the help of the Amazon loan, but also as well, manage that restock limit, which was a really, really big pain. So the one question you might want to ask is, how well have we grown the sales revenue? So if I just load this up now, I'm going to go into the Seller Central app and I will show you the last 12 months in my business. I can see if I can get that out there. I don't know if I can do that. Hopefully you can see it's about 1.44 million, and you can definitely see like over here, my God, that has just gone through the roof. You can see that sales has really gone up. So absolute game changer there. Now, you might be wondering how I am using my Amazon loan to grow my Amazon business. Well, basically what we did is we increased our stock purchasing. Before, I mentioned it, we're spending around 10, 15,000 in stock per week, but now we've quadrupled this, 40, even like 45,000 per week. And with this, we're now making about £2,000 in revenue in 1 month, which is absolutely game changing. And this has been a massive increase in my business. Now, what I will say is we still have a big chunk of money from our loan left to spend. And if you're asking me what I'm going to do with it, well, of course, we are looking to smash that revenue during the Q4 period by increasing our stock purchase. For Q4, we're going to have more opportunities to grow the revenue, because my God, Q4 is the time when you need cash. There's so much opportunity to do. Now, we've got to be careful to make sure we're buying the right products and also managing the restock limits. But I do genuinely believe with the loan and how we're doing the restock limits now and the new business model, we might be in for a record Q4. Hashtag excited. So long as I can maintain this new business model, i.e. lower profit per item, but actually faster selling, I think generally my profitability will be the same, if not more, and I mean much more than what I had beforehand. And right now, that is what we are seeing. So excited definitely about the new business model. Is it working? Definitely. And it's something which we can take advantage of because of that Amazon loan. Opportunities for your Amazon business are endless. This is an amazing time right now we live in. Just remember for you is to plan first before you making any big decisions like taking a big £121,000 Amazon loan. But what I will say also as well, if you are still struggling to grow your Amazon business because of the restock limits, and hopefully you can see from us, we've really sorted that problem out. I'll drop a video around here about my new business strategy and how we're keeping my Amazon business going since those restock limits. And I think that's going to really help you. But what I will say is hopefully you've liked this video. If you have, give me a big thumbs up. And hey, if you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button down below. But from me, Thomas Parkinson, and FastTrackFBA, thank you very much.